welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to round 4 of split 3 of the V8 Vets season 12. John Van Rees, your host here, and with me tonight I've got Andrew Hoffy Hoffman, Bruce McLeod, and Scotty Perrins. How are you, boys?
Very good, thanks.
I'm cursed.
You're cursed.
It's the weekend.
It's the weekend. Absolutely. And we might just quickly have a look at the grid that we've got here for tonight's race at Laguna Seca. We've got Timmy Betts with a 124.007, the man of in form at the moment and absolutely firing. And blocking out the front row with him, we had Jeremy Bush, Scotty Van Loon, the Rattler in P3. P4 was Brian Taylor, another one of our new privateers or new guys in the field, doing really well in fourth, with Adrian Zeal, another one of our new guys in fifth. Jeff Eddy from New York coming in sixth. Seventh was Darren Walden. Eighth was Lucas Burt, one of Luke's better qualifying positions, and great to see Luke starting on the grid up high. And Andrew Galley in ninth. Darren Friend with another really good qualifying time in 10th. Peter Vermey in 11th. Corey Brand from Century Motorsports in 12th. And then we get down into the back where we've got Michael Power, Dave Worrell, Bruce McLeod in 15th, Scotty Perrins in 16th, myself in 17th, Peter Wilkinson, who was first time with us, in 18th, Greg Shelton in 19th, who had a little bit of internet trouble last night, I believe, Pete Tulloch in 20th, and then we had Luke Holland, our race control with safety car driver, Josh Drage, our race control, and for some reason, Ed Cullen and Christian Yellard starting behind those boys. So we had a pretty good field again last night with 22 cars, so it was good to see. And a big shout out to Timmy Betts, already watching in the chat, and Pete Keller supporting the SSR guys that are not in the field. It's always great to have you along, Pete. And we might just jump straight into this, boys. What do you reckon?
Yeah, it's good.
Send it.
That's pretty much what Timmy did.
Yeah, he's definitely becoming the pace setter for split 3, that's for sure.
Oh, definitely. And I was blown away the couple of races I have done here at Laguna Seca, and just blown away by the fact that we did not have one incident in the first lap. A big shout out to Dave Worrell as well. He's jumped in the chat. Tim's definitely in form, and Scotty Van Loon was the big improver. I know that the Pecky boys have all been working very hard. Including yourself, Scotty. And Vargs has joined us as well. How are you, Vargs? Yeah, so...
Sorry,
I have to work out how to get me some of this. I have to work out how to get me some of this team action. I feel like I'm missing out as a solo guy.
Transfer you by yourself.
Says the man who comes from the team of 1,000 drivers. I was just in a server with Jordan just before I jumped into this one. It's the first time I've ever been faster than him in a car. He was in the Mustang and I was in the McLaren F1. Doing a promo shoot for the Pro Series race on Wednesday night at Monza. So Timmy, yeah, absolute fly. A couple of battles starting to form up. Brett Taylor battled away with Jeremy Bush quite well. Yeah. And it was just a... What was that?
Just going to say, John, Tim's definitely got the textbook, right, which is the runaway at the front, let P2, 3, 4 fight for the P2. He's just playing from the playbook.
Oh, he does. He's just there. Like, it's good to see someone in form, and it'd be very interesting to see how his times are stacking up. I haven't really gone back and looked, stacking up against the boys in split 2. A massive shout out to Jeff and John from JWM and all the tips they've been giving him. So he's been getting a fair bit of coaching from the boys there by the sounds of it, from John King and Jeff. I'm a mental blank. So he's getting a fair bit of help. And Hazy's joined us as well. How are you, Hazy? And Scotty?
Yeah, good, mate.
A couple of stragglers down the back. Darren's had an off, and so is Phil Marsh. Marshy with a new paint scheme. That one looks pretty wicked. I like that one.
Evening, lads.
How are you, Scott?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. How are you guys?
Yeah, good, mate. How'd you go starting on the front row?
Very nerve-wracking. It was a place where... Well, no, I got P3.
Yep. Oh, sorry, second row. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, second row. And I got up to P2 by the first corner. I just had a good start. But it was I'm just not used to it. It was very different. And though what else was different was getting through the first lap without coming off.
Yes. Yeah, I think I was just commenting on that most of us got through the first 2 or 3 corners without any Jeff Thomas. There we go. Thanks, Tim. Yeah, it was great to see, us all get through those first couple of corners without anybody really putting themselves off.
Yeah. The front guy, whoever was in front, he just pulled away. And then I had the rest of the field, based on the rest of the cars on me. I just had to put up with the pressure, which I hadn't done before, John. So I sort of succumbed to the pressure earlier in my earlier races.
Yeah.
But,
oh, look, if anyone's ever been thrown in the deep end, Scott, it's been you.
Thanks, mate.
You've done well. I'm quite impressed with how well you're picking it up, to be honest. Obviously, you're putting a fair bit of time into it.
I'm probably getting on the sim 2 or 3 hours after work a day. Yeah.
That's a fair commitment in itself.
Yeah.
No, that's the thing. I just struggle with that sort of time frame at the moment.
Yeah.
What was that, Scotty?
But shorter time he's been on the track, it's taken me 2 years to get where he has a month.
Have you done any motorsport or any other sim stuff before, Scott?
No, I haven't, mate. I've never actually played a sim.
Yeah.
But motorsport, yes. So I've taken my car around Hidden Valley a few times. I'm a car nut, so I've got a VX blown Commodore.
Yep.
Always been into cars and drifting, but never sim. Never really got into sim. I was into Call of Duty and Company of Heroes, like all the World War II games. I never got into sim racing.
Yep.
But now I love it.
Yeah.
You can't get me off. Thanks to Pecky, hook, line and sinker. There's so many different lines into that turn one, isn't there?
Oh, yeah.
I was going really wide, but got good exit with other guys were cutting in. They could have put their nose in there. But then...
Yeah, it's quite a few interesting lines around most of the corners on the track. But you've really... I sort of found... In the end, I sort of found time by taking a more earlier apex and a later apex on most of the corners.
Yeah, you can feel it grip up.
Yeah.
Slow it down a little bit, and as you're going through the corner, you can feel it grip up and you just power out.
I'm just going to jump to cockpit view. I'm getting a couple of questions in the chat here, so we'll just double back a few drivers. Where are we? He's in 17th. Andrew Galley. Okay, this is for you, Tim Betts and Dave Worrell. Coming up over the hill, we're going to turn in here, keep turning. There's a tree there. See the V in the tree? There it is. Have to look quick. Sorry, Scott. Dave Walden drove well last night too, I thought. How are we?
Hey,
Mark Dial. I read in the comments today, mate, that Split 3 were being commented by how well behaved they were, and it was noted that it was because of your absence.
Well, my absence will be longer because my pedals have died.
Oh no!
Oh no!
So I went to do some laps this morning. Just thought I'd, for shits and giggles, get on and do some laps, and I had no acceleration whatsoever.
Ouch.
So it's now going to be a question of when I can get some pedals.
When? Yeah, that's a bummer.
Yeah, not happy, but that's the break.
Yeah, I have to see if anyone's got anything spare laying around. Just try and help you out. Yes. So you missed a good race last night anyway, Mark.
This would be, this could be any cleaner because I wasn't there. Have a look at that.
No one hit him.
It's so easily done though on that last.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
Get on the gas that little bit early and you dog me.
Oh yeah.
And oh,
No contact. The plane's
Stuck
good
it in.
plane.
Stuck it in.
There we go. Race control has spoken. We've got split one race control watching tonight.
Alright, just fluff it through, Mark. Don't pull it out.
well, I can tell you now, I wouldn't have let him escort me wide there at that corner.
You gotta live to fight another day.
Yeah, he wouldn't have escorted me that wide.
Here we go again.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, no, it's just a bugger of his chin. So.
Got it done that time.
He lived to fight another day, and then he's just taken advantage of it. Thank you.
And here comes Corey Brand as well. Oh,
There's a sniff.
That's a spot to put 2 cars.
oh.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone with tank slappers.
That's a bugger of a corner, that.
Oh, it
And
is.
They have actually fixed it in real life. It's actually been fixed and it's been made flat. So why they don't go and rescan that corner has got me beat.
So this is still the old MotoGP circuit, isn't it? For the bikes. They use the same one.
Yeah. Yeah, the one we're doing hit the hay bale. Going up up to the corkscrew.
All right, Zing, if you're listening, you rescanned the worst track you've got on the service in Low Rock. Get out and rescan this one.
Now, Watkins, worst though.
What was the worst, Bugs?
They really
meant Watkins Glen for a second.
I rescanned that too, didn't they, not long ago?
Yeah, Watkins is a good second though.
Yeah.
Mind you, the scanning was for what, a bit of signage?
Yeah.
Whose car is that? That's a nice blue.
It's Dave Worrell. Wasn't that blue last night when I sat behind it for 20 laps?
That wasn't. Yeah, that's really popping. That really pops, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'll try and fix that one up. It's...
Oh, so that's not his actual colour?
Nah, that's not exactly
Oh,
colour. It's more of a Brock.
Righto. I like the blue. That's sort of similar to my old Peel White Floppy.
As long as you don't like a Mustang and a number 37, you'll be good with me, Scott.
Yeah. If Tim's watching or listening, Timmy, that's the colour of my car.
Windows too?
Be an illegal tint, that would.
Not
You know how to
Darwin.
put that one on, eh?
Anything
Yeah,
goes in
not
Darwin.
Yeah. You just got to have a look who's behind the wheel. I'm not
Hey.
seeing it anymore.
Adrian's joined us as well. How are you, Adrian? How are you going? Had a cracker last night, mate. You drove really well.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yep.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, I don't know how to use this shit.
Ah, you're right. Most of us don't either.
Big screen, but let it watch it on the small screen as well.
Usually what I do is I put up a share my screen on Discord so that you guys can watch that if you're in the chat with me, and then you don't get the 1 or 2 second delay that you get if you're watching it on
Yep.
YouTube.
Yeah, I've taken the headphones off because it was very confusing. It was a fun race last night. There was some good battles.
Yeah, no, you did very well.
Some more
Sitting up in
thumbs
fifth
up
at
to
the
the
moment.
13 people, 14 people in there.
Yes, if you are in there watching the chat, watching the broadcast, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, subscribe and like to WK&P TV. Oh, nice drift, well controlled.
Oh,
Where's Johnny coming in this race?
This stage, I'm sitting back in 15th, hunting down Ed Cullen.
So I'm guessing there was more than 16 starters.
yeah.
Yeah, it was 24 starters, 23 starters, sorry.
So hard.
Christian dropped out at the end, 25th. Yeah, no, he picks on me, doesn't he?
Nice work, Johnny. Nice work.
Oh, yeah, Simon.
Gets worse, don't worry.
At least the paint job looks good.
Just for you, Hazy.
It does. That green looks great.
Should have seen it when I had a spec map. It just didn't.
Just watch the rest of the
Oh,
race.
hey, oh, yep, sorry, whoever asked for that. Who was that? Steve Murray. Sorry, Steve. There we go. Timmy Betts showing us all how it's all done. Of course. And we'll get off that crappy car. We'll go back to Jeff Eddy and Dave Watts. Bit of a battle here. Jeff with a new livery this week as well. And a Mustang. So car change. And of course, Jeff dials in from some ungodly hour of like 4:30 in the morning to come race with us from New York.
That's dedication, boy.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So we've all sort of spread out a bit at the moment.
Nice.
Oh,
Did he catch it?
yeah, he caught it.
Yeah.
Just.
Caught. Yeah.
Uh,
Now he's got to wait for his tyres to
settle down
Yeah,
again.
that's right. Another 2 laps.
So we're now starting to put a bit of pressure on Bruce. So it's some really good racing last night. It was really good, clean stuff. So hats off to everybody. And a couple of...
Yeah, sorry, mate. Go on. Yeah, there were a few lorries thrown out here and there, but there was nothing... I don't think anything major.
No, I think we had one incident for the whole night on the steward's report, which I thought was pretty impressive by itself.
That's right.
Yeah.
He was only a couple of seconds behind me too when it happened, so...
Yeah.
Not that I was happy that it happened, but it took a little bit of pressure off me, that's for sure.
But, yeah, there was a redress and apologies and thank yous, and I don't think I've ever been in a race where everyone's been so polite and cordial to everybody.
No, well, it couldn't have been iRacing.
Let's see what it's like in the last round, eh, Johnny?
Yeah. Long way to go. Let's move up. Lucas is still doing well. Lucas is still sitting in 7th. Old mates and sons. Well, it's good to see Luke having a good drive.
Take this opportunity to say good evening, everyone.
How are we, Ed?
Yeah, good.
How are you, Ed?
Yeah, awesome.
So who started the vicious rumours that it was a clean race because I wasn't in there?
It was me. Oh no, I wasn't even on, but I might have started it if I was on.
Oh, well, we'll have to pick it next time, though, won't we? I think he wants to become a split 3 driver again.
Oh, there goes Corey.
Yeah, with the pace that split 2 drivers have, I wouldn't be upset if I was in split 3, to be honest with you.
Hey, you put yourself there, you stay there, yeah.
It's a daunting week every week, getting out with the boys in split 2.
They've got pretty big elbows from what I can hear.
Yeah, for the most part they're clean. It's about whether you're sticking your nose where it doesn't belong.
Not right. Oh.
I'm just waiting for the string to break in front when I'm driving the spin.
We had a good run then, Bruce.
Yeah, that was good.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was,
It gets interesting a bit later on, going into the hairpin.
So do you know what sort of times you were doing under race pace?
I was consistent low 125s in the first half of the race. Second half of the race, I was knocking below into high 124s.
Nice.
I think most of the boys were pretty much around that, except for Timmy, who was getting some 123s in there.
So I gather your lap speed went up when you weren't sitting behind Andrew Galley.
No, my lap speed went up. Well, I won't give it away too much, but my lap speed went up when I cracked it. Oi! That was Brett Taylor spinning off in the background. Lap speeds went up when I got aggro, Mark. Not myself.
Okay.
Which I should do more often.
Yeah.
It can work.
Yes, please. I want to you, Johnny.
I was catching you quickly for a fair while there, Scotty.
I know you were.
And
I was determined not to leave the door open.
well, you can't open yourself up on Monday night, Scotty, when you started trash talking me for spinning off.
That was gold.
It was.
That was great.
And then you didn't turn up to East Coast because I was on replay watch.
No, I actually missed East Coast. Time got away and I didn't realise. I think I went down dinner.
Yep.
As you do.
And, yeah, totally forgot East Coast.
Hey.
Yep.
I think more 24s than 25s, Tim. So, who's up to talk the lap tonight?
That's me.
No, not race.
Clark's could do it.
No, not race control. Dave's joined us. How are you, Dave?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, not too bad.
That's all right.
Of course, you're sitting just in front of these boys for some reason.
That's not my car. My car's not.
Yeah, I know. The spec map hasn't loaded for whatever reason. I can have another crack at trying to get them.
It's all good. We like it. I like it. I'm starting to like it too. It's not too right. But you can't have it. I'm going to have it.
Dave Baldock's in trouble because now we're going to have a blue 37 Commodore.
That's part of the Bulldog thing.
That's it.
Yeah, it really pops. It's a really good colour.
Bulldog will be right there. He'll get over it.
Like he got over a horse.
Exactly.
Who's running the racecraft livery? Is that?
That's Ed.
That's
Hey,
Ed?
Ed.
Sorry, mate. Yeah, I'm new. I don't know everybody's names and colours.
Yeah, no, Ed Collins in the racecraft livery.
come on, Scotty. I'm the only other sand groper here. Come on. I'll never forget you.
Have I shunted you? Have I?
Because you're the only other sand groper. It was quite good in practice. You were 1 and I was 2. I said, hey, West Aussie boys showing the way.
Yeah. Yeah. It's only because it was earlier.
Yeah, I know.
As this race went on, mate, I was so jaded. I was just so tired.
It was a tough night, mate. It was a tough
It's a
track.
full concentration track, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
there's not one spot where you can. I may be on the straight, but the front straight, but not much. It's just
Oh,
total concentration.
it's not straight, so you've still got to be focused.
Exactly right. Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't know if the other drivers agree with me, but I've never known the car to move so much underneath you.
I love this track. You can throw it through corners and slide it around. I love it.
Yeah,
It really grabs, doesn't it? Like it through those corners, you feel it grab and you just power out. It feels fantastic, but you get it wrong and it just feels like crap.
here we go.
You camber the corner and
Yeah.
We've got someone who's going to do the lap talk. Going to talk us through a lap. It's going to be our race leader, Timmy Betts. He's going to jump on in a minute and join us. So
Nice.
it'll be good.
just better give us away all these secrets.
Yeah, there was no catching Timmy last night. He was in a league of his own, basically, out there.
Oh, absolutely flying.
Yeah.
I mean, you could catch people, but it was another thing trying to get past them too, just quietly. Because the standard of driving, gee, people weren't giving you much, I tell you.
Nah.
So, John, you called me hand over fist here. I think I was doing like low 26s.
Yeah, I reckon
Caught up real quick.
your tyres were definitely going away from you.
I don't know. It's not the tyres; it's the lack of ability, mate.
I was very conscious of not to hurt the tyres early on. And then for some reason I thought I was doing really well with fuel and going a lap more than everyone around us, and then you just kept going, Bruce. It was like, what the?
Big deal.
Then I was like, oh, hang on, how am I P1? How did that happen?
Start worrying, don't you, Bruce? Yeah, I think I've miscalculated something there.
What have I done? What have I done? Am I going to? Actually, I started checking. Do I have enough to make it around? That's the first thing I checked.
And just replying to the chat, Dave Baldock, we all love you.
We don't
Yeah,
really. Well, that last statement from John is proof that he can bullshit.
When you spend as many nights as I have, Mark, with a headset on, talking at cars going around in circles and iRacing, you need to be able to do a little bit of that.
Yes, that's true. We give Dave Bulldog enough shit, he'll come into the room.
We're not worthy of that. Here we go. This is where it got interesting. And this is where
Maybe Dave Bulldog can talk us through the lap one night.
This is where my night got really interesting. All I saw was Worrell for the next 15 laps. I still don't know how I didn't hit you a couple of times, Dave.
Oh, I don't know how I stayed in front of it for that long.
I don't remember being chased by the blue wiggle. That's
I get my Smurf look on. Everything going.
I think I got a cut track here and that's slow down. So
Yeah, this is coming up. That was scary. Because you literally just stopped on the side of the track here when you do it.
Well, yeah, just let you. I think you 3 guys went past.
Yeah. I don't know. I sort of popped out of the corkscrew and his head stopped and gone, holy, don't hit.
No, I was right across to the right hand side.
Oh, that stopped really fast, really quick.
Of course, at this stage, Tim is out to an 8.5 second lead from Scotty, who's 2.5 seconds from Jeremy, 1.5 seconds back to Adrian. Darren Walden's another second back, and then it's 4 seconds to Peter Varmy, another 7 seconds back to Power, 1 second back to Corey Brand, Jeff Eddy, Lucas Burt's up the road, and Ed Cullen's just in front of this group. So we all sort of spread out a little bit here at this stage.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of the new blokes have found their feet pretty quickly. Up the top, pointy end of the split 3.
Yeah, no, they're all doing quite well.
Mike, I was only saying at one stage there at practice, there was only one person in the last year's split. in the top 10. That was me.
Okay.
All the rest, yeah. New faces. Which is awesome.
Yeah, they do that.
There you go, there's Ed
Yeah,
stopped.
There I go.
I'm trying to get the Ed.
What's that, Scotty?
So I'm trying to get up there with the Ed.
Oh, mate, the competition's tough.
Yeah, Scotty Perrin's had some pace this week, and I'm thinking, where are they finding all this pace?
The competition, mate. The competition is very strong.
Good coaching.
Awesome night, Scotty, by the way, Scott Penn. You were on the pace the whole night, and for someone who's just recently got into it, yeah, it was an awesome job, mate.
Thanks, mate. Really appreciate it.
I thought you might have jagged one in practice, but it wasn't the case.
So did I, actually. I thought I jagged it in qualifying.
Yeah.
That was on my first qualifying lap, and I'd come up the track on the second lap and thought, oh, here we go.
I smashed me first one, and second one wasn't too much better. Then I jumped out and had a look, and I had 2 cut tracks. Yeah, sorry. I had to start Stone Mother's last. So I got 2 cuts. Couldn't believe it. And of course, you're that intense doing a poly lap, I didn't even see it flick up on the screen.
Yeah.
Steve Murray's asked about Dynot Racing last night.
Yes.
He's only able to do a couple of races with us this season, but keep tuned in and you'll definitely see her back on track at some point this year or this season.
Yes, and I think she's put the word out to a couple of her friends to try and get them to come along and join. And Anita Buckland will be in week 3 of training for next season as well.
Yeah, well, then they get up to pace and they're beating you each week, and you think, why do we push so hard for him to come and put someone else in front of us each week?
I'm with you there,
They're
Michael.
pushing so hard to come in, guys.
Yeah.
And a little bit of man love in the chat coming in from Dave Baldock to Rattler.
Oh, thanks, Dave.
God, he sucks dick.
I was gonna say, is that a reach around eye now, ladders?
Well, I said now I'm going to race for him,
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
I can't see the cat, so.
Lucas here in P10 giving Jeff the hurry up.
That's some interesting skid marks up the top of the corkscrew then. That looked like a 360 on halfway down.
Someone else is stuck in there. I think a few of the, wasn't Peter might be stuck in there again.
Oh.
That's an interesting way of getting out.
Yeah.
Sorry, Peter.
Oh, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one I saw. Yeah, look at the skid marks.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Yep.
Locked on, okay.
I did that about 5 laps from the end.
Oh, you're kidding.
Top of the corkscrew.
Yeah, I did 2 from the end. Let Scotty past. And there's nothing worse than sitting down at the bottom there. You can't see a thing, and you just got to go, okay, I'll just wait until the relatives are free. I think about 6 cars went past.
Yeah, I was lucky with mine. I think I was 18 seconds in front. And it took me 8 seconds to get back on.
Wow.
I was lucky.
Hopefully John might show me trying having my little off, little indiscretion.
Do you remember what lap it is in? Because I can't. Sorry.
I don't know. Well, I was behind Andrew and yourself, so which I'm there now.
Here we go. The city for a minute. It was around about this time.
But if you remember, we were no Satal for a while.
Yeah. For a long while.
Oh, bloody, I'm seeing double.
It's not used to Andrew sitting behind me. I'm going to Andrew, sure I'm not holding you up. Sure I'm not holding you up.
I'm going, that must be John. Then I go, look, oh no, it's not. It's Andrew.
It's a good looking car. It's good looking.
It is.
Yeah, they did a great job, and nice. Just the fact that it's different on either side.
Yep.
Yeah, well, our sponsor, I think he pays someone to paint them. So.
I pray every lap someone come off.
Of course. Of course, John Lee, like John Latham, spells the name Jon.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe three of you.
And John King.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I only ever knew one all my life, and it was Pete's boy, and then all of a sudden there's three of you. Or three more of you.
And then nearly fell over backwards when I found out this year that I celebrate the same birth date as John Latham.
Yeah, that's bullshit. You're not the same age, but are you?
Nah, I think he's about 5 or 6 years younger than me, I think. Probably a few more.
Yeah, Craig Healy's the day after mine. A day before mine. One of them.
Of course, Baldock asking about the reach around with Pecky, and Hoffy's just come back and said he's hung like a horse, but you have problems with horses.
I knew that had to come out.
It's his specialty.
Yeah, grip.
Love your work, Coffee.
He's only got little hands, Pecky, so.
And of course, this is a great little battle going on here.
Oh, I don't know about that. I think it was just more follow the leader, wasn't it?
Oh, that was Lucas stuff, I think.
I think they were good battles all the way through the field last night. Wasn't
so much follow the leader. It was more just be patient.
Waiting for somebody else to step up.
Yeah, it was like.
Very much.
Or put the wrong amount of fuel in.
Shh. We're allowed to talk about that.
No, we won't about that either. I went the other way. I put way too much fuel in my second stop and got done in the pits by 2 cars.
Oh, I wish.
I'm waiting down.
John, a couple of drivers mentioned they could feel the aero difference following. Is there much truth in aero on iRacing?
Oh, I don't think I felt any aero difference. I think what I notice is you use less fuel following, and if you can get in the draft in a straight line, you can suck up behind somebody a little bit quicker.
I just say mid corner or too close.
Mid corner and stuff. I don't notice anything different. But no, if you got a good long straightaway like Le Mans and stuff, you can get in the toe.
No, I meant cornering.
No,
losing feel or losing traction.
Yeah, look, I've never had that issue, I thought. But then again, you got to have feel to lose it, I guess.
Because if you notice, we're all pretty even pegging pace.
Hey.
No one's like climbing over the back of anyone or getting. It wasn't a slipstreamy type track, was it? Really, but
nah. That just the main straight. That was about it. But you weren't going to get any real advantage from it.
Yeah.
And if you notice,
PG straight.
See, someone's come and joined us on the train again because, by yourself you could get a bit of speed going, but following it was tough.
Yeah, so Brett's jumped onto the back of us here.
Yeah.
That's a good point. He's got some speed.
Yeah, I certainly had to dot my I's, cross my T's. I know that. I reckon if I give him half a chance, he would have.
See, so many different lines into that first turn. First turn. I was putting my right wheel out onto the concrete and then cutting back in every lap.
That's right. You see guys go all the way over past the concrete, and other blokes will stay off the concrete, and
and I hug it quite tight between the two apexes. It didn't really make any difference. The gap, like I followed, as you do, you followed heaps of blokes through there with different lines, and then the gap to the next corner was exactly the same as when you entered it.
And then you get other blokes going through the corner sideways.
I reckon that corner on the lead up into the Oxford was one of the trickiest.
The king, yeah, you got to get that right.
Wasn't sure so many times to go third, should I go fourth? Third, should I go fourth? To be honest with you now, I still don't know.
Fourth.
I kept going. Yeah, I kept going through fourth. But a lot of the times as well, I'd click it back to third, but I could find a good jump on the power a hell of a lot earlier than getting on the fourth gear.
Yeah, I found third onto the power early, and then it changed early to fourth.
Yeah.
I was on the limiter in fourth just before, and then hard on the brakes, and then into the corner in fourth still. A couple of times I had to drop it back to third because I just went too wide and lost that momentum. Had to use third to get the power back up, and then I was just watching my mirrors behind me every time I did that, waiting for someone to stick their nose in there, but they didn't.
What happened there, Scotty? Got knocked off from.
Here we go. Yeah.
Went from second to third.
Second to third.
Yeah, that was you.
Yeah, okay.
Noticed in chat, someone's asking.
Oh, so sorry, what was that?
Chat, someone's asking how. I guess I noticed in chat, someone asked, "How am I getting an extra lap?" The answer is, I'm slow. I don't burn as much fuel as the fast guy. That's how.
That's fair enough.
It doesn't pay to be fast.
It's not a bad idea, Craig. Andrew Zeal just got passed by Michael.
I'll need some pedals. I think I got some Shimano's out the back shed. Take him in a post bag for him.
Is it? Do you think it's a micro switch, or did you pull the clutch pedal off and change that and put that onto your accelerator?
Yeah, we tried that, but the cable is it needs too short.
Not as okay.
I don't think it's the switch anymore. I think it might be the board itself.
Okay.
That went downhill really quickly.
What sort of pedals are they?
V3.
You reckon you could rewire it to just go flat, and you could just use a brake to try and pull yourself up?
Don't use a button on the steering wheel as the accelerator.
If you want to try it, I'm not in the split, so I'm happy to watch. Just test it on race night.
Let's use the button on the steering wheel, right?
Couldn't you use one of your paddles behind for the throttle?
It shows skill though.
Yeah, it'd take you a long time to get that.
It would, wouldn't it?
Back.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Brett's having a
good look at you.
Yeah, he's just having a squeeze. I'm focused. Oh. There, look, another one.
Just from my news there.
Is that one Andrew?
Andrew spun off.
Yeah, I was just keeping. Oh, so I'm just focusing on you.
Yep. So the red mist is setting then, Ed.
No. I was just. I'm on the back of Johnny. I'm on the back of John.
There. Be ready for anything.
Sorry, mate.
Turn chat off. Mind you, our chat wasn't that bad last night. And Timmy Betts is out to a 12-second lead. Jeremy's 4 seconds up the road from Scotty, who's 2 seconds up the road from Darren. So this is
the devil.
Ready for his lap.
Howdy. Hey Tim, how are you? Just waiting for Ed to come a mozza and then I'll throw you in for a lap, Tim.
Yeah.
Oh, he had a good look there.
Another one, mate.
That would be disastrous.
For some.
Oh, mate. I'm running single screen.
Jesus.
You got. I'm running single screen. You have to at least get up to me passenger window or my driver's side window for me to see you.
I remember the data on a single screen.
This is where Dave starts flashing his lights. I didn't realise he started flashing that early, Dave.
Someone's flashing.
Oh, mate, I was flashing for a while. First time I flashed with clothes on, so, you know.
Congratulations last night again, Tim. Great run, mate. Great run.
No worries, thank you.
Yeah, well done, mate.
Also for last week,
Just believe us.
making us look
Yeah.
like newbies.
To be honest, last week and this week, most of you guys were basically the same times in practice as me. But I just had an incident-free race, same as last week. I didn't have any mistakes, and that's the difference. And that's pretty much what I've been working on. So,
Oh, it shows, mate. It shows.
yeah, I mean, well, I pulled it's pretty much the same as last week, just pulled a gap at the front and stayed there. And it's just an incident-free race. And like somebody said earlier, like I pulled out front, and then second, third, and fourth were all together. And it's not like I'm going any faster than you guys are just in a pack.
Yeah.
And that hurts lap times. So
It does, because it's very concerning when you're in the pack. You're always looking behind. You know, you're not concentrating fully on the road and where you're going. You're always looking at the mirrors. Yeah.
I saw Sean. Who was it? Bruce? Was it you? Did you pull out a 23 in practice one time?
Yeah, I did. I struggle to match my race pace, my absolute pace in races, no matter what the series. Don't know why.
I saw that and I was like, holy deal! I'd struggle. I couldn't get a 23 at all week.
Yeah, I was the same.
I was expecting you, Bruce, to be well up the front after seeing those times.
Yeah. This is my nemesis track. Everyone has those tracks that some people love and some people hate. This is one that I used to hate. I'm growing to love it, but I'm definitely not fast here.
At the moment, that's every track for me. It's
course.
so hard.
I've gone through my data. It's my braking. My braking, and I'm just throwing so much away with my braking and entry. It's just ridiculous. So definitely got some stuff to work on.
But you're still fairly new at it too, aren't you, Bruce?
Yeah. This is like seriously like race 10, serious race in the V8. So
yeah, and I think it's race 14 for me too. So yeah, some of these guys have been doing it for 10 years. So
yeah, it's the trail braking you got to get.
That's the catch.
Yeah.
I can see everything I'm doing wrong. I know exactly what I'm doing wrong. Can I reprogram my brain to do the right things? Absolutely not.
No.
Yeah.
Here we go, Ed. Here we go. Look at this. Drifting. Holds it.
And then he goes, slow down, and then it went off.
One way to do turn one, isn't it?
That's just an alternate line. That's all it is.
Slow down, and it lasted for like a split second, and it was cleared.
Yeah,
That's
nice.
the rallycross line, isn't it?
I was trying to get John, but I missed him that time.
Well, I saw you coming in the mirror, and I thought, he's going to hit me here, he's going to hit me. So I actually went wider in the corner. And then, yeah, he definitely pulled it up, which was impressive, Ed. Because I thought I was about to wear your car.
Yeah, see, I'm the winner when it comes to controlling the car with a lose, but yeah, just trying to keep it straight, I struggle with sometimes. I had a massive lose going through that left-hander going up the hill where I got the car completely sideways. It's just lit up on me, and yeah, forward drifted it, pulled it back, dropped it down a gear, and continued. Yeah, I was lucky I didn't become a part of the scenery after that one too. And of course, then you drive slower because you think you're driving too quick.
Right.
This is one of those tracks that when I started iRacing in the rookies, it was on a 4-week rotation. It was this one, Okayama, Summit Point, and Lime Rock. So we got to know these tracks real well.
Righto, Ed. Tim, you're up, mate. Let's go to the gyro camera.
The gyro.
Here we go.
Passenger seat.
Different view. Oh. Got to get a good run out of that last corner. Now, there's what do we do? 56 laps.
Yep.
I think I took this corner 56 different ways through the race. There's not one right or wrong way. This corner is absolutely a pain. You've got to brake early to be able to get it in there, otherwise you run wide. Same with this one, brake early and you can run it through, off the throttle a bit, hard on the throttle on exit, straighten up, brake at the bridge, back down 2 gears, roll it through, and you've got to be gentle on the throttle on exit, otherwise you loops. Same again, get your braking marker wherever you can and just hook it in there, gentle on the throttle on the exit, same deal, otherwise she ends in the fence. There's a white line on the left there that I was braking at that I found pretty good, except for that lap where it locked the rears a little bit. Picked the best lap for it. Turn it in hard, look for a V apparently, but I can't see it. Gentle on the throttle though through that whole corner and hard on, and roll it through this corner as well. And then hard on the throttle. Get your braking mark. One was a white line there as well. Back down to second. Tight apex. You can run it out fairly wide without getting it off track there. And hard on the throttle all the way through.
Nice. How
Very
good does
nice.
that second corner feel when you get it right, when it grabs? And
Oh.
it just, you just launch out of it, don't you?
You can
It
watch
just
the
feels
delta
so-
just go down if you get it
Yep.
right. And that
Yep.
you half wheel width wrong, and it's
That's probably the best feeling corner, I reckon, on the track. Like for grip and the feeling, that second lap, that right hit, it's just amazing.
So thanks for that, Tim. You're off the hook for the rest of the
Tim.
season.
no worries.
Someone's going to get put on the hook for Nordschleife.
I think I'm busy that night.
All McKnight is.
I gotta wash my hair.
You might have to split it 3 ways, John.
Just do one sector per person.
Yeah, there we go, 4.
It's pretty easy. Turn left, turn right, turn left, turn right, turn left, turn right.
54 times.
Yeah. What's everyone's thoughts on going there? Out of curiosity?
I'm scared shitless. I am absolutely no. I'm dead set. Yeah, I've got no idea on the track, so I'll be last. I'll qualify last.
Drop round, Johnny.
Drop round?
I want to see the pedals before then.
Novelty-wise, John, it's going to be a heap of fun.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to break up, you know, because I don't know about you guys, this is pretty stressful last night, you know. We'll break it up a bit, you know.
I'm looking forward to it, but I know it's going to be calm.
Yeah, that's my thoughts as well. Like, yeah, I'm glad they kept it.
Yeah.
That's going to be a drop round.
You kind of got to tackle it. In a. You got to finish and not have too much trouble with points.
Doesn't matter how fast you go.
Normally, my car isn't blue, not bulldog blue. It's normally painted the same as the Foxtail Manta that races in the Nürburgring 24 hour.
Oh, there you go, Dave.
So there's an extra, 10 seconds a lap.
The heritage.
The heritage there. So yeah, 10 seconds a lap easy.
Ready for the podium.
Yeah, the suspension's already preset, got the numbers in the books.
Yeah, 100%. It's got history.
One out there for Steve Murray. Looking forward to it, Steve, because 1/10 of the broadcast is going to be taken up by someone doing a lap.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're going to get lapped.
Oh, forget laps, you got a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you memorise a track like that? You just
Lots of laps.
Lots of laps and
Lots of laps,
My mate has a workshop over there, and they reckon that you're not even thought about classified as a ringmaster until you've done at least 800 odd laps around.
yeah.
There's only two curbs that you can jump around the track, like apart from the ripple strips, because all the other ripple strips are like 50 centimetres high. In real life, I've done a handful of laps around it in real life. And it's unreal.
Oh, really?
Amazing track.
I mean, it does look good if you can get it right and you can memorise it. But I was on my D licence. I had one race in the Cadillac on there, and that's all I've done on it. Oh my god!
The Cadillac is great to drive on. I love the Cadillac on that track, and the
Yeah,
old
Brett,
Mustang as well.
Yeah, Brett, give me a hard time again.
My first ever lap around there in real life was when I was still a mate. Took a 86 around the track.
Oh yeah.
When they were first out, and around the back part of the track, I was flat to the board in fifth gear, and I overtook a Renault RS Megane or something, like he was standing still, and then I got overtaken by an R33. I was standing still, and then that R33 got overtaken by an R35, like it was standing still, all within the space of about 15 seconds, if that.
Crazy.
It's crazy. They're so fast, and when you lift the wheels off the ground, throwing it into the carousel, it's just phenomenal.
Well, that's going to be interesting to see how the V8 goes through the carousels.
Yeah.
You can go around the outside.
Yeah, that's probably what I'll end up doing. Cause,
I think we're going to need more than a week's practice.
Yes, they say to get the lane to nail the carousel, you pull it out at the last concrete square. You pull the car out there and you pop it up and out there.
Oh, there I am.
Yeah, you're on there still, Scotty.
Oh, someone's having a more civilised off. Oh, who was that?
I think that was Peter Wilkinson, I thought.
No, it wasn't me this time. Mine was a bit more
well, we would understand because there's so much sand around there. We don't understand why, you know.
That's why I handled the car so well through the dirt, you see. Where you over here, eh?
We'll be coming up to the last pit stop soon, won't we? What lap are we on? It's all fuzzy for me.
It's lap 39 of 56.
What are you?
It's not the last pit stop. There's another one to be done.
150 by 150, are you, John?
No, it should be 720.
Christ, it looks like crap on mine.
Yeah, same.
Pretty normal.
Been out of focus the entire time.
Yeah.
Might have to find you a streaming service, mate.
Oh, it's streaming to YouTube
Yeah,
that should be 1080.
YouTube, fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, YouTube, fine. It's just when you
Yeah.
get shit.
Yeah.
It's also 3 weeks behind on YouTube.
It's the capture bit rate's the problem.
Yeah. Might need to upgrade the nitro.
Cam did a couple of upgrades on it, but it still needs at least another 6 or something. I don't get how it works, so I left it.
I'll watch it here with you guys, and I'll go and rewatch on YouTube later.
Was that you coming for your last stop there, John?
No.
That's second to last.
I'm still looking at the back of Ed here. Back of Dave here at the moment.
What are you on, lap 39?
Yeah,
Lap
lap
you went
40.
in on 39, you weren't finishing.
No. Still had a couple more to go. Andrew's starting to catch up to the back of Brett. Adrian Zeal's peeled off in this time. Michael doing really well, still in P4.
Did you remember how much fuel you had left over, Scott? You said you overdid it.
Yeah, I had 12 laps worth of fuel.
Oh, Jesus, mate.
Yes.
Oh, did you put another 72 in, did you?
Yeah, well, I just used route seat. Look, because I'm new, the guy said to me, don't worry about fuel, just keep the car on the track, learn the track, just get into racing and we'll do fuel later. But we've done fuel now. So I'm set up for the race this week.
I pull up behind you there. You can see me in the top there. Yeah, and I'm going, okay, there's John. And then you just took off. And I went, what?
And I've just gone, I'm off the jacks and I'm rolling. That's a bit too quick. And looked at the fuel quantities and went, oh crap. I'm going to have to clutch it to get round this lap.
Oh, you're kidding.
That was a quick stop.
Yep.
So what did you take, John? 4 litres?
Less than 4 litres, yeah.
Holy shit.
This is not Formula One, John.
And this is where I've gone.
You're worried.
This is where I've gone. Oh shit! I'm too busy panicking and have another offski.
Hey, that was about the same spot I was in, John.
Because Jeremy Bush has taken the lead at this stage.
So you obviously didn't take tyres, John.
I took tyres.
You took tyres?
Yeah. I don't know what
I
happened.
thought they took 8 seconds.
Yeah, they take 8 seconds, and I took another 2 seconds of fuel. Hey.
So what went wrong, John? What caused that?
I think what caused that. No, what caused that, I think, was I hadn't pressed my fuel button on SDK until I actually entered the pits. Where I think is generally normally I do it before I enter the pits.
Oh, okay.
So I sort of pressed it at the same time, or about the same time I put the pit speed limiter on. So yeah, it was just a nightmare.
So Brett's jumped me in the pits because he was a little bit behind me there. So that was a good pit stop by him.
No, and I'd gone 3 or 4 laps longer than what you had, Ed, as well. So I was kind of...
Gee, fuel saved well. I know Brett's gone in.
No, I'd actually short-filled on the first stop, knowing I was going to put in another 10 litres more on the second stop. So I was really hoping that the strategy I was working with might have helped me undercut Dave, but anyway.
Oh, so you
Bulldog reckons he feels bad for you.
Oh.
Seen him in the chat there.
At least somebody does.
So you didn't go the full 72 the first stop?
Nah, I didn't. I went 65.
And what, you want to go roughly another 65?
It would have been about 50 to 50. Would have been about 50,
Okay.
55, I think,
Yeah.
off the top of my head.
Yeah.
That's the magic number. 38 was the magic number if I went full 72, so...
Should have been 50 odd. If you
Yeah, it would have been about 50 odd.
My guy said 47, and I already had preset 50. I said, no, I'll go 50.
Mm.
It just takes a bit of worry out of it, you know. I think, like I said, 4.6 litres left, and I was quite happy with that.
So that during the lap I'm going around, I'm trying to adjust my fuel and get it all set up so when I come back into the pits next time, it was roughly what I thought it was. And then it was like, I think I've put a lap in, half a lap less than what I needed because I'd been sitting behind Dave for so long. And they pretty much saving fuel doing that. Now I'm sort of running by myself.
They actually did you a favour.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's hard to calculate while you're driving, isn't it?
The fuel calculator in SDK is pretty good. It's always telling you how much you need to finish the race. So you're always sort of can look at that, but you just got to be careful when you watch the actual consumption because it sort of goes up and down over the lap. So it doesn't give you a good lap average the way I've got it set up. Because Adrian,
being a
keep
boring
question you, Scotty.
Being a boring computer geek, I have a spreadsheet, so I have like 4 or 5 strategies pre-planned.
Yeah, I pretty much do the same. Before we get going, I bang it into a spreadsheet and have it.
On the opposite end of the scale. I said to my wife last night when I went to bed, I said, I think you can do the fuel for me. When I'm racing, you just sit there, you work out my fuel. It's just like, yeah, I'll do that.
I sort of wing it.
Yeah, I'll wing it.
But I've got a button to preset fuel and then plus or minus 5. So, you press your preset and then you can add 5 or take 5 off. Just keep it nice, simple and stupid. Just the way I like it.
Yeah, the KISS method.
Yeah, I let crew chief do all the work. I've just got it pre-planned so I can override it on Stream Deck and follow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if you can work out the minimum lap number to make it home from the end, So you know.
Yeah.
That's half the battle.
Yeah.
If you know you can make it home from lap 20, all right, sweet. It's lap 21. I can pit now. If there's a safety car or whatever, fill it up and you're good to go.
It's knowing your critical laps. That's the key.
Apart from that, it's a bit of do whatever you want.
But it does get tight. I mean, at Fuji, you know, I had quite a lead on the two blokes behind me, and then all three of us come out the pits at the same time. So, you know, that was enough for me to lose 2 positions on the track and in the race. And
it's a bit upside. It's a bit upside down, but that's Dave's beast that he drove around Nürburgring.
That's the 86.
The 86. Yeah. Don't ask me how I rotate this in obs, but I'm sure a smarter man than me can work it out.
I'll be looking to find the in-car from when later on all the cars overtook him for next week.
Yeah, definitely.
Everybody put their hand up who stuck their head up to the left.
My neck was getting sore.
Yeah, try having a drink at that angle.
Well, they invented the straws.
Hurry up, Johnny.
If you send me that video, Dave, I'll play it next week, mate.
Too easy. I'll have a look at it and see where I can find it.
And Timmy, of course, is still 9 seconds out from everybody.
Sunday drive for Tim.
Yep.
What lap are we up to?
We're on lap 45. I'm nicely sitting about 8.5 seconds back from Lucas in 17th.
I think
Andrew.
There was an interesting moment with about 2 laps to go for me after the corkscrew.
It's pretty close.
Yeah, at this point of the race, I was absolutely jaded. If anybody was behind me, they were getting in front of me. I was knackered.
So Andrew had done well to get himself back up to where he is.
Yes, very well.
After spinning earlier on.
Pound 50 and probably giving away something.
So Scott, this is where you come from behind, you passed me, and then somehow I got back in front of you in the pits. So you're doing it all again, chasing me down.
Me?
Yes, Scott. Mr. Parents.
Yeah.
There's Scotty Parents, which up on Scotty. Here comes Timmy as well.
Yeah, there's hunting you down, Bruce.
Yeah. Oi.
Yeah, that's when Lucas then took me out.
Because at this stage, Scotty, I had you as the carrot.
Oh, we're playing bunny and carrot, were we?
Yep. And Andrew Galley, Dave and Corey fighting it out here.
Corey was frustrating to follow. He's quite loose.
Hey.
And I go, right, got it. Nope. He's got back off again. Did he get loose again? Then I go, oh, got it. Nope, he's off again. And then I just realised that's the way he drives.
Yeah, I've done quite a few laps behind Corey and OSR Devs early on when I first started.
Yeah.
And he's, very, footloose.
He gives you the feeling that he's just got to fall off every corner, you know. I had a lot of hope there. And
just driving on the limit, I guess is what you'd call it.
Yeah, and then he'd just take off again. You go, wow, he left me for dead and that. But good car control. You know, he sort of gets it right on that razor sharp edge.
And Scotty Perrins, of course, has a new number 1 ticket holder, Dave Baldock. So this is about the only real battle pack we've got on track at the moment. Everyone else is nearly 2 seconds all apart.
It was one of those nights where it wasn't a lonely experience.
Mm.
Oh no.
Interesting line there by Andrew.
What's going
I thought he was gone. I just saw him disappear again.
Yeah.
I was catching up with a great man tomorrow.
Okay.
Got a go-karting event on down at Puckapunyal in Victoria with the WK&P team. I'm dropping down to catch up with the real-life drivers.
Nice. How far from your place is that? John?
It's about a 2-hour drive.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It's just it takes someone just as long to come out of the eastern suburbs of Melbourne as what it does for me to drive from home down to Seymour.
They still have the army barracks there?
Yep. This track's pretty much on the other side of the road from the army barracks.
Oh, okay. That's the officer, is it?
Nah, Puckers, I think. The general.
General.
Yeah. Tried a different line there, Ed.
Yeah, I was trying all sorts of things. Couldn't get close enough. And it's like, what we find every week. Some drivers are really quick in some sections and slow in others. And
Look like you're under a bit of pressure here, Scotty.
Yes.
Oh, nearly showed his nose.
Uh-oh. Front end slide there by the looks, John.
Just a little bit.
Doors out, Scotty. Stick your doors out.
Oh, man. They're out. The elbows are out.
I thought you had the anchors out.
He's driving the right lines.
Cut it out, you.
Don't worry, we both know how this ends.
I've not seen it, but my guess is Johnny pushes too hard and it doesn't come out well.
I was going to say, by that laugh from Scotty.
Or runs out of fuel.
It sounded like an evil laugh, didn't it?
Oh, it's a good little battle. Chap on the nose here. You got to say that, Scotty. You have improved a lot over the last 6 to 12 weeks.
Thank you, John. Notice improvement.
Yeah. It used to be you'd sort of tuck in behind you and you'd kind of, without sounding too rude, wait for you to fall off. But now it's like you got to get the job done yourself.
Yeah, now Scotty sticks the doors out. He waits for you to fall off the back.
Yeah. So I'd show the nose.
Let the door open a bit there for you.
Oh, I just showed the nose. It was all right.
Whoop, whoop. Johnny sort of said, there you go.
Oh, no.
Yep.
And I said, here I come.
Yeah.
False sense of security.
Teasing.
All right.
Got him. Got him.
For how long?
No.
Yeah, no, he's good. He's good.
All good.
He's got him.
There
For
you
how
go.
long?
Good job, John.
Does he keep it?
We'll just flick to the next battle on the track. No, I'll keep that for a while. I'll come back in a couple of laps of that one. We'll jump on with Brett. Brett's under a bit of pressure here from Darren still.
Oh my.
Well, let's break them.
Blue 37.
Scotty Perrins is the best driver out there. Leave him alone.
Thank you, Dave.
Couldn't help himself.
He was the most improved, that's for sure. Oh, maybe the Rattler, but he is a Port supporter, so he's a bit of a superstar.
He's a Port supporter.
Absolutely.
Oh, gee.
We are Port Adelaide.
Oh, gee.
What?
I'll be making sure I tell Race Control about that one on next Thursday night.
I'm actually an Adelaide boy. I'm from Adelaide.
Oh, okay.
And hate the Crows.
Josh,
With a
Well,
Joshy
well,
Drage is a huge Crow supporter.
No one cares about the Crows.
Yeah, that's right, mate. No one cares.
That's all right. Scotty will have 10 licence points next week.
Have you won this thing yet, John?
No.
What do you mean? I heard you won this.
No. Who told you that?
That's right. That's right. Because you got to put more than 3 litres of fuel in your car.
Yeah. How'd you go last night, Dave?
I didn't race.
How come?
Let's just say twin boys with autism is not fun at times.
Nah.
Okay.
A bit of hard work.
I lost the will to live last night, so I sort of didn't have the energy to drive.
That's fair enough.
And we just leave it at that.
Yep.
Very cool.
Understandable, mate.
Which probably worked out well because it's one of my worst tracks, so I wasn't too disappointed.
Oh, I thought Road America was.
Where's Corey gone?
One race.
Mental note, Mark Dole, next season we have Laguna Seca and Road America.
Mark.
No point talking to Mark Dole, he doesn't run anything. It's Luke Holland now.
No, it's management. It's the administrators. The league's got into receivership, and the administrators have moved in.
Yeah, that's right. Luke Holland.
That's right. They'll be selling Split 3 next.
I googled Mark Dole and it said, "Who's that?"
You're right. I still come up with a horse.
Oh, dear me.
I can't believe I thought I was watching the cricket and I thought, I better check out this Split 3 race. And you guys are bagging me. I wasn't even watching it or in it. 7 months ago, and I'm still copping it.
What a boring.
What's the score anyway?
It was. We got 298. I think it was 5-298. It was
That's all
Carey and Smith still batting.
How much fucking sandpaper do they take this one?
Right. It's only Sri Lanka. They didn't have to. Travis Head bowled them out last time.
So I was reeling Bruce in here.
That's right, because I forgot it's all about John Van Ray.
Yeah. There's Scotty. Back there. Dave Walden's doing well. Well, Timmy Betts is out to 8.5 second lead from Jeremy Bush. He's 12 seconds up the road from Michael Power, who is 6 seconds up the road from Adrian Zeal, and 5 seconds up the road from Scotty Van Loon, the Rattler, who was 23 seconds up the road from the next guy. So it was pretty much, pretty much done and done. He had to fall off to bugger it up.
Adrian Zeal, there is a name I've not heard in a long time. Old Zippy Fly. Nice to see him back on iRacing.
Thanks, Dave.
Raced
Yeah,
against
John,
you
you were
back in the
close to
OSR Dev days.
Yeah, back in the old days, it was good to see your name back up there. And you're in Split 2 now, I hear.
Yeah, because I rock.
Okay.
You asked me, I'll tell you how
Absolutely.
No, it's good to see. You've really, really improved. There's quite a few names I haven't seen for a few years, and it's good to see most of them up there. And Eamon Young, but he's just in the main series. But yeah, it's good to see you both doing really well.
Yeah, no, it is. It has been fun. This league's okay, I guess.
You guess.
Keep coming back season after season.
Old Scotty Gamble had to give me $20 just so I would join. He's another one to beat.
Scotty Gamble, is he any good?
No,
I heard he was in Split 3 last season.
For one race, I think.
Two. 3 races.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, he's really well. He's I recruited him into DFR many years ago, and once he got into a team environment, he just couldn't stop learning. and now I think he's in Evolution or whatever.
Yeah,
GTR.
Evolution. Yeah.
He's they've really just pushed him, way beyond what I would have thought he would have got to.
Well, he retired and then back again.
Yeah, we both retired. We had enough, and so we went out a couple of times. We'd talk on Facebook. We went out forward driving a few times, and he said he was going to get back into it. And I said, "Oh yeah, I'm thinking about it too, but had to go out and buy a new computer and all that sort of stuff. So it was a bit of money, and we did. So yeah, we're loving it.
Yeah, it is good.
Mm.
It just gives you that release. That's what I find. That you can just forget about the world and get in there and. I like to say you're racing with mates, but honestly, you're not. A bunch of low-life scumbags, but it is what it is.
Come on, Dave.
On your Dave.
Can't talk about things like that.
Feelings mutual, Dave, so that's all right.
Obviously, I'm not talking about Rattler or Scotty Perrins, but the rest of them.
Thanks, Jamie.
I know you had feelings towards Roy like that, but
Yeah.
Roy.
No, and
his internet keeps dropping out.
And your face is the cover of this broadcast.
Well, that's why I thought I better come on.
The parents?
Thought I better say hello. I'm 2 beers and 4 bourbons in, so I thought I was just about ready to come in.
I reckon Vargas might be beating you.
Yeah,
For a while.
Vargas has been very quiet.
Yeah, I've been sleeping half of it.
Hey, Vargas.
I had big pizza, and then I went.
You ready, Scotty? This is just for you.
Here's a big rumour for you. Barks to Pecky racing next season.
He rolled it, John.
It was like, hang on, I better stop. Someone's coming. Sit, wait. One more. Okay, now it's safe to go.
Drags all the dirt on the track.
Yeah.
Drags a bit more dirt on the track.
Crucial spot.
Why not?
If you struggle with them corners after that, it's all Johnny's fault.
Well, he only had to go through it one more time.
Yeah. It's all over.
And Scotty didn't fall off, so I was a bit annoyed.
It's with the red wheels.
What's with the red wheels? Andrew Galley.
To intimidate.
Rear brake drum.
Of course, it's Retro Week next week, apparently, Mark. Is it? You can confirm that or not?
I have been trying to find out. I had received a message from Phil Maher the other night about it.
Mm.
And I had heard it in the wings during the end of last season.
Don't you run the league?
So I reconfirmed, but I actually haven't been back into Discord since.
Because the administrators won't let him in.
Team around, Dave.
Well, it's it was Ben's idea, and now Ben's not there. We really don't know whether it's still going ahead. So,
well, why don't you make Phillip Island retro round? It gives everyone plenty of time to organise something. Put a thing in Discord, say Phillip Island will be a retro round,
and
then go from there. That way, it gives everyone a couple of weeks.
Yeah, Sandown. We run on Sandown.
Blue 37 has spoken.
Well done, Timmy.
That would have been the ideal one.
Yeah, I mean that's.
Why would it be the ideal one?
Because it's when they do retro round.
No one's listening to you.
You're not going to turn up the Sandown anyway, because there's horses there.
Yeah, Sandown sounds pretty good now that you mentioned it.
Yeah, that's it. Give no one any time. Although I've already got mine done.
Yeah, mine's done too.
I got a thought for mine. I'll send you a private message, Dave.
How about just Tim Betts has won the race and let's.
I just said that. I just said that. Tim won the race. You can keep going. You take over. You take over.
John, it's all about me.
He finished half an hour ago.
Yeah.
Well done, Tim.
Good job, Tim.
Cheers.
Well done, Tim.
Awesome job.
Arsehole. No.
Keep looking for that V, mate. Keep looking for the V.
Yeah,
You'll get there.
I'm going to go put a test session up. I'm going to go look for it.
It's there. I'm telling you. Oh.
He's going too fast through there.
I turned it off. Okay, well, that's the hot water service as well.
Oh yeah, well I turned it off because I plugged it in and put the shed light on.
Okay. Okay. Is the horse fence on now?
Is the what?
Okay. That's all right. I'm talking to the boys at the same time.
You got the plumber around, Dave?
No, they've unplugged the electric fence because they're out in the shed looking at the bikes, and I told them if they don't turn the electric fence back on, the horse goes through the fence in the middle of the night, I'm selling their motorbikes, pay for their vet bill.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
There's
20
Dave's off.
people can hear you right now, Liam, so
We just
all
go.
of a sudden they're no longer talking.
There's the V, dead in front. Can you see the V in the tree? There's a V there.
The V in the tree, the position you meant to be in.
I'll go back a bit further.
Is that all we're aiming for? Just put it in the dirt.
You got to be at the top. You got to be at the top of the hill, go.
To really see it, yeah. But there's the V, just the V in the the middle tree is the V. The V in the trunk of the middle tree. There you go.
Lined it up well, mate.
No, I didn't.
Probably
Anyway.
you did.
Lined the front wheels up well.
Yeah. And what'd you do here, Scotty?
Scotty put on a smoke show to.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to see. That's what I'm thinking.
Scotty pulled over and given Johnny Van Ray a smoke show.
Here it is. Well done, the Timmy, on another great win, mate. Any words of wisdom? Anything you want to say?
Oh, just shout out to Jeff and John from Split One in JWM. They've been helping me a fair bit this season. People don't realise this is my second season with the vets. First one I was in Split 2 at the bottom and it was a baptism of fire. Wasn't very enjoyable, but with their help, it's been really good. So a bit of coaching goes a long way.
No, it's good.
It does.
It's good. Yeah. Jeremy's not with us. Michael's not with us as well. So, yeah, I'll just big shout out to everyone that's done well and on the podium. And I think nearly everybody had an enjoyable race last night. So, some good stuff for everybody. And next week, of course, as we talked about, we're off to Sandown for 65 laps. So, what's everyone's thoughts about racing there?
Retro round, right?
Got to buy the track yet. Don't even have it.
Same here. Got to buy it.
Got to buy it.
It's going to be a long race for 65 laps.
Yeah.
Around there.
And I know we did it as a week 13 race, and it's one of those tracks where you definitely need to have your elbows out in a few spots.
What about overtaking, John? Was there any overtaking opportunities?
In the Dandenong
John
corner.
doesn't overtake anyone.
I did show that before when I passed Scotty, but that's all right.
On poor Scotty. Wow. Most improved.
And yeah,
I
so
Bambi's mum as well.
Well, someone had to do it. I shot old Yeller at the same time.
Shouldn't laugh at your own joke.
I'm laughing at you, Dave. Yeah, so it'll be interesting. So Dandenong corner, of course, and turn 1, they're all good passing opportunities at Sandown.
Right.
So on that note, we'll wrap up the broadcast. So thanks for everybody for dropping in, and we'll see everybody again next week. Hopefully Luke will be back and we'll follow the Split 2 broadcast, watching Baldock get up to his antics before we go live at 10 o'clock. See everybody then.